Would you like to get all the information that you possibly could about the entire greater Phoenix, Arizona area in just one video? From everything from the West Valley to the East Valley and everything in between? Traffic patterns, interstates, best places to live. Well guys, this is the video for you. We're going to discuss all of that and more so that you're fully informed on this video. Okay, stay tuned. Let's go. Okay guys, hey, I just want to pull up the map here and give you the overview of the Phoenix area. I know for me, I'm a more visual person, so if I can be on a map and see what someone's talking about, it just registers so much more with me. So for those of you who don't need this, hopefully it's still valuable, but if you are a more visual person, this is going to be fantastic. So I've been here 17 years in the Valley, 17 years, and know it very well. I've been selling real estate the entire time for 17 years. And so, you know, I was showing properties, you know, to clients and whatnot back before there was, you know, all the fancy GPS and maps, right? I'm sure they had it, but back then I remember having to print off sheets on mapquest.com to try to get around town for areas that were new to me. So anyways, technology is a lot better right now, but because of that, it forced me to learn the areas across the entire greater Phoenix area. And that allows me to be a human GPS machine, right? To some degree. So anyways, hope you guys get value out of this. That's the point, to know your way around the Phoenix entire area, all the suburbs, the traffic flow, and so on and so forth. So that being said, let's get started and dive right in. Okay, so you can almost take the I-17 that goes north to south right here, and you could use that as the dividing line between the West Valley and the East Valley. Now, technically, as you zoom in, Central Avenue, which is right about here or so, right about here, is kind of the division between the avenues, which is the west side, and the streets, which is the east side, East Valley, okay? However, as just a quick point of reference, I-17 serves a good purpose for splitting the valley right down the middle. Now, that being said, you have the West Valley and you have the East Valley, okay? All right, East Valley is also included down here with Mesa, Gilbert, Chandler. Now, there also are quadrants that people talk about when talking about the greater Phoenix area. So you have the Northwest quadrant, which is up here. You have the Southwest quadrant, which is all over here. And then you have the Northeast quadrant. I'm gonna grab my pencil here, see if I can't give you guys a little better idea. Okay, guys, and as we back out, then we have the Southeast Valley, which is all this area down here. Okay, so that again gives you a visual as to where we stand with all the different areas of the valley. So if we zoom back in, we'll start at North Phoenix and we will kind of work our way around the major interstate areas, okay? So we have the I-17 cutting down the pipe here, right down the middle for the West and East Valley. Now, up here you have North Phoenix, you have New River, you have Anthem. So just scroll in or zoom in. We have Anthem right here. Anthem is a self-sustained community, which is a master plan community. It's awesome up there, right? You have just about everything you possibly want to where you would not have to leave if you lived in Anthem, if you would not want to. Grocery stores, all kinds of amazing housing. You have amenities on the HOA. You have just so many awesome things, guys, that Anthem is a community that if you want something that's just kind of self-sustaining, you don't have to leave. You got everything you want there, schools, etc. Let us know. We'll give us a call and we will let you know about everything Anthem. We did a video on that as well that you can also check out on our YouTube page, Everything Phoenix, okay? So we have that going on. And then we have New River, which is up here, New River, and we have this Desert Hills section right over here, which is really cool, right here where these grids are, because these are sections that have acre lots, a lot of kind of dirt roads, not everywhere, but a lot of that, acre lots, half acre lots. And the cool thing about that is if you like the country style living, but want to be close to a major city, then Desert Hills is for you right here. You have a lot of track home communities all around it here with Tremonto, and then down here with Sonoran Hills or Sonoran Foothills. But right through here is a nice little pocket. If I go satellite on this, you can probably see with the train a little better. Let's see here if this pulls up for me. So then you can see right here, all these big lots right here. You can see with Desert Hills, okay? Desert Hills. So that's the place for you right there if you like that country living with bigger lots, more privacy. And as you can see right here, the master plan community of Anthem, okay? And by the way, there's some awesome outlets here. If you want discount on clothes, awesome shopping, outdoor shopping, beautiful weather, and very, very cool. So then you come down here and you have Norterra at Fireside right down in here, which is an amazing community right in the mountains right there, with a really great community feel. An HOA that is very, very responsible, and an HOA that provides a bunch of social activities on the calendar for all the residents. Just a really nice community with a large clubhouse, and something you guys would definitely want to check out if that's something you're looking for. All right, so now I'm going to take these layers off here. We don't need to see the terrain, okay? And we're going to go back to a normal map. All right, so then you have the 303 loop out here. You have the 202 loop over here. Then you have the 101 loop, which is like an inner belt right here. So the 303 loop comes down here from the I-10 all the way up in the West Valley and connects in the I-17 by North Phoenix. Now, the North Phoenix area, you can tell right here, there's this line that runs right here that connects to Cave Creek Road, and that is very, very well free flowing. So if you want to get from North Phoenix over to the Northeast Valley, this road right here is a very, very good one. And you can't tell because it's not an interstate, but it does flow really, really well. And they didn't have that here just several years ago. So Dove Valley Road connects all the way through here to Sonoran Desert Drive and right into Cave Creek Road, which is an awesome cut through, which wasn't there a couple years ago, which made traffic a little bit more challenging if you live in North Phoenix and want to go down here to Scottsdale or the 101 over here, or the Air Park even right here, which is a big employment hub. So now this cuts through and down you go over to Tatum, and maybe Tatum down to the 101 and down into the Scottsdale Air Park if you have a job or a business in the Scottsdale Air Park. Now, if we go back out right here, you can see the 303 loop. Now 74 takes you over to Morristown and then up to Wickenburg, and that will eventually lead to Vegas, leading this way right here in the map of Phoenix. Now 60 cuts all the way through right to downtown Phoenix, which is really cool. 303 loop, which is fairly new, comes all the way through here, all the way, and connects you all the way down to the I-10. Now, this is an up and coming spot right here. All this building here is up and coming. So there are so many housing developments being built in the West Valley, Northwest Valley. It's not even funny, seriously, guys. So what you have here is you have these different suburbs. So right now you have, like I said, you have this Anthem up here. You have North Phoenix all through here. You can tell where Phoenix is shaded, okay? Then you have Peoria, which is right up here. Okay, Vistancia is in Peoria. Peoria is this area right through here that goes fairly far south, all the way up to the north part. And then you have Lake Pleasant Road, which runs all the way up here into Lake Pleasant, which is an amazing lake, guys, for anything you want to do recreationally, or just have some fun, or anything of that nature with a boat, or if like the boat lifestyle. Great place to be in the summertime when it's blazing hot here in the summertime. So you have that going on. You have Vistancia, you have Peoria right here. You have Arrowhead Ranch, which is awesome. If you like man-made lakes, guys, this is a great subdivision right here. As you can tell, these are all man-made lakes, and these houses are all along these lakes, and very, very good views. And you can put a boat on these lakes to run all the way through. They're all interconnected, which is awesome. You have the country club over here, and you have with some golf, and you have Arrowhead Ranch, and you have a bunch of shopping right here as well for commercial activity. You have the Arrowhead Mall there as well. Now, so this is all Peoria, and then Glendale runs all the way up through here and down through the area of this. I know it says right here, Glendale. But Glendale runs all the way, borders on Phoenix here. It runs all the way up here by Arrowhead and down following the Loop 101. So we can get an outline if we just go here. You guys can see Glendale. Glendale is a big suburb, and there's the boundaries of Glendale. So it runs this little L, backwards L, if you will, for the boundaries of Glendale. Now, so you guys get a visual on Peoria. This will probably be good to pull up as well. And look how big Peoria is. Like I said, it encompasses Lake Pleasant all the way up there, and this land is wide open right now. So I can almost bet you there'll be some future development in these areas that that is allowed to be developed on, because Peoria is growing, and it goes all the way down here, all the way up to the Lake Pleasant area. So that's Peoria. Now over here, next to Peoria, just west of it, you have Sun City right here, and you have Sun City West up here, and you have the town of Surprise out here, okay? So let me just pull up Surprise so you can see it. I think it's very important so you guys get the boundaries for it. Okay, so it's west of Peoria, obviously, west of Sun City West and Sun City. And Sun City, guys, and Sun City West, before we go any further, they are very, very much so retirement communities. Okay. Now, Sun City West, not as much as Sun City, but Sun City is the original, like the OG, right, of the retirement communities in Phoenix, because this is a big retirement community. So there are a lot of 55 plus age communities throughout the entire Phoenix area. Sun City, the entire town or city, is that. Okay. So you have more golf carts than you do cars, and a lot of golf being played. And Sun City West is a newer version of Sun City. And then you also have Sun City Grand, which is out to 60 right here. That is actually in the town of Surprise with the boundaries. That is awesome with a more newer golf course and homes and housing, right? Whereas Sun City was developed many decades ago. Okay. So then you have Surprise over here. Surprise is obviously home to spring training, the Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers. And then, by the way, Peoria right here, their ballpark is right about there. They're home to the Seattle Mariners and the San Diego Padres. Okay. Now, as you come down this 303 loop that cuts right through Surprise, you have Litchfield Park right here, which is awesome. And then also, you have Luke Air Force Base. I want to bring that up because Luke Air Force Base is a huge military base for the Air Force, obviously, and this is where they train F-16 pilots. Okay, they train both U.S. F-16 pilots as well as pilots from out of the country that we are doing deals with, I guess, right, with the Air Force. So that is a big Air Force base right there. So if you're going to buy a house, you have to be aware where the runway takeoff and landing is, because you will have some noise. Now, if you're far enough away or not in the path, then you have nothing to worry about. But that is a big disclosure aspect of living in this area in the West Valley. Then you have Northern Avenue, guys. Northern Avenue actually never went through for a while, at least not without any lights, okay, and stopping. Now, this is a huge thoroughfare that cuts right through here, which is awesome, connecting the 303 to the 101, which is perfect because that wasn't there before. Now, you did have the 60 that came down all the way to connect to the 101, but down here further, when you get down by Luke Air Force Base in Litchfield Park, there was just nothing from way up here down to Surprise all the way down to Goodyear that would connect you between these two interstates. So that was a big, big deal building that thoroughfare just a few years ago. Okay, now as we zoom back out, we're on the West Valley still, guys. And you get into Goodyear, where is right here. Now Goodyear and Tolleson and Buckeye all kind of run together. I'll give you the boundaries of Goodyear so you can see it. There it is. Now there's an airport that does a lot of business right in here as well. That a lot of commercial jets will be for overflow, for Sky Harbor, things of that nature. And it is a thriving, building, growing community now. Now, if you can see, Goodyear has Australia Mountain Ranch, which is another anthem type community where it's really all self-sustaining. It is really, really cool. And you can see right here, it butts up to the mountains here. So the south part of Goodyear. So Australia Mountain Ranch is right in here. And it is just an amazing community with amenities from the HOA and golf and grocery stores and businesses, and just a great place to call home, frankly. Now, it is tucked away off of everything. So some people who like to be off the beaten path, this is perfect for you, okay? If you don't, you like to be in the thick of things, this is not gonna be for you. This is a more slower life. This is being tucked away, beautiful views, serene, privacy. That's a great spot, okay? So let us know if you have any more questions about Australia Mountain Ranch. We have sold many homes down there. And then as you look down here on the map, you have Buckeye, which is west of Goodyear. Now, Buckeye is interesting, guys, because Buckeye has a lot of growth potential because the size of Buckeye is second only to the size of the city of Phoenix, okay? It is huge. As you can see by the map right here, all these different little boundaries. It surrounds unincorporated areas as well, but it has all this area right through here pretty much is Buckeye. And then even this little area down here off the 85. That, by the way, this is how you go if you want to go to San Diego. Down 85, connect to the the 8. Yep. And then off to San Diego you go. Okay. So now if you want to go to LA, you go down I-10, and that takes you to LA. Okay. Now you have the White Tank Mountains right through here. So Buckeye is on the front end of the White Tanks and the back end of the White Tanks, guys. And this right here is where all the growth potential is going to be, as predicted by developers and city planners and so on and so forth. But it is going to be big right here, guys. So all this will end up being developed most likely at some point. It is a large town or city, right? A Buckeye. All right. So then as we move further back towards the center of the city. You have Tolleson, you have Levine, which is right here, south of the airport, Levine Village, they call it, but Levine right through here. You have a lot of industrial right here, okay? A lot of industrial right in here, okay? Then, of course, you have the downtown area. Now, this is really cool because the 202 connected about 2 years ago from the I-10 here to the I-10 there, okay? The I-10 is a major thoroughfare, obviously, and that actually comes through here and it hits the downtown Phoenix area, and then it jogs right down here through, right down here through on the way to Tucson, okay? So it heads south a little while and it goes that way. I'm gonna delete this, and then we're going to show you by moving the map here that it goes south right here all the way down towards Tucson at an angle, of course, and it continues on heading east, okay? But this 202 connection was amazing because this saves so much time for people living in Ahwatukee down here, which is an amazing community, mountain community south of South Mountain Park Reserve here, okay? And this was just cut off right here before, okay? Just about 2 years ago, or not even, this was finished and it connected to the I-10, which is the whole West Valley. So now in the past, you had to go out this way, up around the front end of South Mountain, hit the 10 and go across if you want to get to Goodyear, Buckeye, or Glendale. Okay, now you can just cut through here. And what's also great is truckers can cut down the 202 loop right through here as well without having to jam up downtown Phoenix. So this has been a great godsend for a lot of traffic flows and issues that Phoenix was having with traffic, especially through the downtown area. Okay, now as you come through here, they can go, this is the bypass right here. The bypass is south of downtown for a lot of trucks. But again, if truckers want to, and they're heading south towards Tucson, they can cut through here to the 202 loop, and I'll save them some time as well. All right, so now as we keep coming through, you have downtown Phoenix, obviously right here in the middle. And right down here, downtown Phoenix, where a lot of sky rises are. And then you have uptown Phoenix right here, where the Phoenix Country Club is. A lot of historic districts right here. So if you like older homes, guys, you like older homes and want to be in the thick of everything, these historic districts right between 15th Avenue primarily and 16th Street, Coronado, Willow, Palmcroft, Encanto, and so on and so forth, all through here are amazing. This is the place you will want to check out. So let us know. We know all about the historic districts. In fact, we did a video touching on a lot of those neighborhoods as well, okay? So this is uptown, okay, north of the I-10, and then south of I-10, you have the main downtown area, okay? Now, as we head to the East Valley, you have Sky Harbor right here, which is a fantastic location. Guys, I don't know too many other cities. I mean, there are some, obviously, but they have the major commercial airport right in the center of the city. That's pretty cool, right? Unlike Denver or someplace where it's way out in the side on the suburbs and you have to drive all the way out there or Uber out there just to catch a flight or pick someone up at the airport. So anyways, this is really, really convenient for anyone, no matter where you live, pretty much in the valley. And then you have Tempe right here, home of Arizona State University, right to the east of it. And here's the Salt River that we talked about in some other videos that you can tube down, which is just a boatload of fun, okay? In summertime, especially, obviously, because the water's cold and it's super hot outside. Great time to tube down that river. And then this is home of Arizona State, like I said, and a lot of corporations are based right out of Tempe. Why? Like State Farm's main operations, headquarters are in Illinois, but main operations, all their stuff is right here. It's just a central location is so good, right? You have the 101, the 202, the 60, the 10, the 143, all right here that you can get to anywhere you need to go, including right next door is the airport, which is very important for business travelers, right? Now, as you head down that 10, you can cut over here. And again, we talked about Ahwatukee being on the south side of South Mountain Reserve Park here, which is a really nice area, very mountainous. Then over here, you have South Tempe area. And then of course you have Chandler and Gilbert in East Valley. Now, these areas are incredibly upcoming and growing, okay? Chandler is expanding south as fast as they can, and so is Gilbert, south and east, okay? These places are awesome. Now down here in Ocotillo is where a lot of the tech is, okay? So Intel has their campuses down there, and a lot of other tech companies have their divisions of corporations or their headquarters right there in Chandler, because Chandler is known as the Silicon Valley of the desert, right? That's how awesome and upcoming Chandler is, with a lot of high-paying jobs located right there in Chandler, okay? Now, as you keep going east, Gilbert is very similar to Chandler in many ways. Very family-friendly communities, and throughout, and just a really good, newer place, clean place to live, okay? And then as you keep going, you have Queen Creek, and then Queen Creek is exploding because cheaper housing out here, okay? And then you have Santan Valley, where you have even cheaper housing down here as well. Now you're further out. The downside of being in the far Southeast Valley is, of course, transportation. You have to take Hunt Highway and then take streets, side streets, all the way to get to major interstates if you have somewhere you need to be for like on a daily basis, like a job. That is a downside. But upside is you have very affordable housing down here, and it's newer. So those are the good things there from that standpoint. Now, as you come up here, you have Eastmark, which is the newest master plan community, and largest, I should say, going on in Mesa. Mesa does actually, although it's up here, it does jog down. In fact, let me give you the boundaries here, because Mesa is kind of a funky formed suburb, but it's a large suburb. In fact, it's the second largest suburb or city in the greater Phoenix metro area, right outside of Phoenix. So it jogs down here. It includes the Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport, which if you fly Allegiant Air, it will take you nonstop to many, many non-traditional airport cities, okay, like Spokane, Washington, or Grand Island, Nebraska, or some of these cities like that where major airlines typically don't fly into, especially direct, right? So that's a cool little airport right there that flies commercially with Allegiant Air as their airline. And then you have Eastmark right here. You have Cadence, which are just enormous subdivisions that are being built out still as we speak, okay? So there's a lot of opportunity to get in if you want a new build house in Eastmark and Cadence. They're building new high schools out there. I mean, new everything, new commercial, new sports facilities, you name it, it's being done out there. It is quite the development. So I definitely would recommend to reach out to us regarding that. And guys, let me pause here for a second. Again, please comment below. Let us know if you have any questions about this. Please like our channel, subscribe to us. We would love to continue to just educate you on everything Phoenix, right? That's why our YouTube channel is called Everything Phoenix. All right, so guys, we'll kind of speed it up here a little bit, as I know this is getting kind of long, but it's very informative. Hopefully you're getting a lot out of this. Now you have Apache Junction and Gold Canyon. Guys, if you want to retire in a private, small little community that is its own town, Gold Canyon, do not overlook that. We did a video on Gold Canyon. It's in our YouTube page as well on our channel. Check out Gold Canyon, just picturesque, a lot of mountains, small population, a lot of golf, and just a great place to be on the outskirts of the valley, okay? Then you have Apache Junction. Apache Junction is more blue collar. It's more, RV parks, mobile homes, things of that nature, but a lot of land and kind of more of that rural life connected to the outskirt of a big city, which is kind of nice. And then as you come over here, you have the big, huge suburb of Mesa, right? It comes down here and then it comes up where those red lines are, all the way throughout this entire area. Now, this encompasses the 202 loop, as we talked about here. There are actually two freeways that connect. This is the Red Mountain Freeway, and this is the Santan Freeway. They all make up the 202 loop, and the 60 cuts right through it. Now, traffic flow from East Valley, most of it, generally speaking, goes to downtown or comes to the 101 and up to Scottsdale Air Park, where there's a big employment center, okay? So if you live in East Valley and have to work in downtown or anywhere in Phoenix or Scottsdale, you will be going with traffic, which is not good, not ideal, right? Not ideal. And you'll be going there in the morning and you'll be coming back down home at night when all the traffic is doing the same. So take that for what it is. Maybe you want to live somewhere else. Maybe you want to live out in Mesa, but work in Mesa or Chandler or Gilbert because you don't want to fight the traffic of going to downtown Phoenix or North Scottsdale or Central Scottsdale every single day. Okay, so something to keep in mind. Mesa is awesome. Now, a lot of North Mesa up here as you come along the 202 used to be old orange groves. So it's really, so you still have some orange groves up there actually. But you also have some developments that kept the orange trees and built houses around them, which is kind of cool. Mesa is a really, really cool area. Now, as you get into West Mesa, it becomes more older, not quite as nice. East Mesa definitely is nicer and newer, but more convenient because you're closer to Tempe and everything else. Okay, now as you come up the 101, you get into my neck of the woods, which is Scottsdale. I live here. I love it. Our office is in Scottsdale. We absolutely love it, guys. And we save the best for last, right? But as you come up Scottsdale, you have South Scottsdale, you have Old Town Scottsdale right here, which is just, world-class dining, shopping, entertainment clubs, all that stuff right in Old Town Scottsdale. You have the Arcadia area, which is just iconic right through here. Arcadia proper, north of Indian School, Arcadia Light and Lower Arcadia and south of Indian School Road right here, where this Grand Canal runs. So this whole area is Arcadia. Then you have Paradise Valley, guys. You have the Biltmore area, by the way. Can't forget the Biltmore area, which is like financial district of Phoenix right here, just northeast of downtown Phoenix. Biltmore area, which is really nice, a lot of houses and luxury condos. And then you have Paradise Valley. Lincoln Drive right here, guys, runs through the heart of Paradise Valley. It runs through the actual valley of Paradise. You have Camelback on the south side of, let me get the satellite. Camelback right here. Mountain, which is iconic with the head, and then you have Mummy Mountain right here, okay? And Lincoln Drive, excuse me, runs right through the heart of it, and it is just the highest priced real estate in all of Phoenix is in Paradise Valley, okay? A lot of it's because it has views because of the mountains that make up Paradise Valley, as well as land, okay? A lot of the lots are acre lots, and so when you combine land and views, you get some high price points. So, and the centralized location is just phenomenal. It's right next to Scottsdale, Old Town Scottsdale, Arcadia, downtown Phoenix. The airport is just a really good location as well. Now, as you move north, you got central Scottsdale here, McCormick Ranch, Scottsdale Ranch, which are great areas. Gaming Ranch, you may have heard of that. And then you have central Scottsdale now right through the Cactus Corridor here from Shea Boulevard over to Scottsdale Road. I'm going to outline this because I live here and absolutely love it. Scottsdale Road, okay, right in here is the Cactus Corridor. We also have an area over here, which is very similar, okay, more so known as the Shea Corridor. But the Cactus Corridor right here is just awesome. A lot of the homes in here have acre lots, 3/4 acre lots or greater, old horse properties that now may not have horse privileges, or some do still have horse privileges. So you're getting a lot of knockdowns of 1970, 80 homes that are being built now. New construction, modern homes that are just going for a lot of money. Privacy, central location. Guys, it is just really, really, really cool being in central Scottsdale, especially if you have a little bit of land to call home. So as you come up here, we have now North Scottsdale. You come, here's the Scottsdale Air Park. You got DC Ranch, you got Greyhawk right here, which are two really notable communities for golfing and location and just overall lifestyle. You have Desert Ridge right here, which is really cool, which is actually City of Phoenix, City of Scottsdale. If you type in Scottsdale, look how long Scottsdale is, guys. It's 40 miles long, okay? It's not very wide, but it's 40 miles long. Look at this. It starts down here, South Scottsdale, and goes all the way up here and jogs all the way around here, north of Carefree Highway. This is the Desert Mountain area up here, it's called, all the way back down along the border of Fountain Hills, okay? So Scottsdale is really cool. Here's Troon. Troon's very iconic. A lot of people know about Troon, the Troon area for Scottsdale. And then of course you have just a lot of different subdivisions throughout here. And then what's really cool about everything pretty much north of Pinnacle Peak Road right here is that Scottsdale is very discreet. There are light ordinances in which developers, when they developed this land, weren't allowed to put that many street lights and things of that nature. And so not only do you have a dark, not only is a lot of North North Scottsdale a dark sky community, but also they preserve the Sonoran Natural Desert. So there's something called NAOS on a lot of these lots in North Scottsdale, Natural Area Open Space, which means that if you have an acre lot, you have at least 25% of it or more, depending on your slope of your lot, that cannot be touched. The natural Sonoran Desert has to be preserved. So your wall or your fence for your backyard has to be within that 75% building envelope, which is really interesting, right? And it's kind of cool because you still get the acre lot, it's still yours, you still have the privacy, the separation, but they want a certain amount of that Sonoran Desert undisturbed, which is kind of cool. So now inside your walls, you can do whatever you want. You can put down astroturf or whatever kind of landscaping, pool, whatever you want to do in your backyard. But outside of that, you have to keep the natural preserved Sonoran desert landscape, which would be cool. Okay, and then over here to the east is one of my favorite suburbs, Fountain Hills, guys. Fountain Hills is awesome. It's tucked away, it's private. It's kind of like Australian Mountain Ranch is at Goodyear. So this is a whole town, a whole community that has a lot more to offer, frankly. Everything you want. And the great thing about Fountain Hills is all about the views. There are so many custom homes, very few tract home communities, and the views are outstanding. It's mountainous. You just have views all over the place in Fountain Hills. And guys, it's just really cool. Now, what's really awesome about it too as well is the fountain, guys. That's the name, Fountain Hills. So down here, that is not grass. That is the Fountain Park, and this is the lake, and right in the middle is a huge fountain. There's a good picture of it right there. Glad that came up. And that goes off, and it's just a great place to walk around, take your dog, frisbee golf. You can play. There's all kinds of shops around and restaurants around the lake. It's just really, really cool, and just an awesome community. There are 4 main golf courses within Fountain Hills. One is private. It's called Fire Rock Country Club, and that's located right here on the south side of Shea Boulevard. But it's just a really awesome place, and a great place you want to call home, especially if you don't have to commute to work every day, right? Because it is tucked away a little bit behind the backside of the McDowell Mountain Range right here. Okay. Now, as you keep coming across here, I think we hit on Desert Ridge right here, which is a huge area for housing, for sports, for kids, for families, and just a great located area too, because you can get to downtown quickly, as this jogs right to downtown here, out down to 51, and you get back to home that way. And it's also, you know, out far enough to where it's kind of like a suburb feel, even though you're in the city of Phoenix, and you border the city of Scottsdale right here is Desert Ridge. Okay. Now, as you go north, you get into Cave Creek. Cave Creek is up here. This is the original town of Cave Creek, where you have some saloons and old Western shops. It's really cool, guys. You have to, if you visit Phoenix, you've got to go spend one night, grab some dinner in Cave Creek on Cave Creek Road right here. It is special. If you like the old West feel and look of things, all these little, buffalo chip is awesome. The horny toad. I mean, this little stretch right here, you got to go check it out. Check out Frontier Town. It's just awesome. Okay. It's awesome. Not too many things like that left in America, I don't think. And you also have Cave Creek that juts down here. So this part right here is Cave Creek also. Okay. Then the original town, the original part of Cave Creek is right up here. All right. And that takes us back to I-17 and the North Phoenix area and Desert Hills that we looked at to begin this video. And then, guys, as we go down to the center of town, I just want to point out real quick that you have, like I said, we had uptown right here, you have downtown, you have North Central Phoenix. This is picturesque right through here. You have some mountains, Squaw Peak, the preserve right here. You have Moon Valley area, which cuts right through this North Central area, which is kind of a really nice area with some larger lots and mature landscaping trees. That's a good place to call home as well. So that's the overview, guys, of everything Phoenix from a visual standpoint. I hope you got a good idea of where you may want to be. And guys, always remember, traffic patterns generally follow going towards and funnel towards going to downtown Phoenix. So as an example, on the I-10, it gets backed up. I was looking for a descriptor, but it just gets backed up, right? But if you are coming out of downtown at night or evening for rush hour, it's backed up too, guys. So, if you're working downtown, try to stay downtown if you don't like traffic, otherwise, or in that area, the vicinity. Otherwise, if you're way out in the West Valley for cheaper housing and have to commute, it's going to be pretty rough, okay? You may not like it that much, right? But outside of that, it's just a great place to live, guys. And there are so many different businesses spread out throughout the entire valley. We have 3 major employment hubs, maybe 4, but even then, there's still other employment centers all across the valley kind of spread out, right? And by the way, the TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, that is rivaling Intel, they are building their campus right out north of the 303 here. Okay, so that's going to be huge, employing over 1,600 high-paying tech jobs, manufacturing chips. Okay, rivaling Intel. All right, so guys, that's the overview of the Phoenix area. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, guys, for you visual learners like myself, I hope this video was very informative for you and brought a lot of value to you, because that's the whole point here, guys, so that you are fully aware of how to get around Phoenix from east to west, north to south, as best as possible. Thank you very much. If you have any further questions, please give me a call. I would love to chat with you. You can call at 888-KCREG-11, Kelly Cook Real Estate Group 11, 888-527-3411. You can email at info@kellycookhomes.com, or just comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are. Was it helpful? Was the map helpful? Would you rather have more video of places, or is the map just the most helpful thing that you could actually do, getting the visual of the whole layout of the Phoenix metro area? Let us know. We'll comment back, and we'll definitely communicate with you. So please give us a call, email us, and check out our Instagram handle at Kelly Cook Real Estate Group, where we're putting out daily content for your personal enjoyment. And guys, also please ring that notification bell,
like us, smash it, subscribe. Guys, we would love to continue to get our Everything Phoenix YouTube channel out to the masses and share it with more people, and that would really help us out. And guys, remember, we're putting out videos twice a week, every week, just for your personal benefit and enjoyment, because we are passionate about everything Phoenix. All right, guys, don't forget, please call me. Don't forget.